Alright, so here in this video, we're going to look at this 2022 JAMB question 24. So the question is to solve for k in the equation 1 all over 8 raised to the power of k plus 2 is equal to 1. Solve for k in the equation 1 all over 8 raised to the power of k plus 2 equal to 1. Option A is 2, option B is -4, option C is -2, and then option D is 4. Alright, so the equation that I was given here, alright, is 1 all over 8 is to solve for k in the equation 1 all over 8 raised to the power of k plus 2, alright, equal to what? 1. Alright, so you should put a bracket here. So it's very important that you should know that 1 all over 8, your 1 all over 8 is the same thing as 8 raised to the power of what? -1. From the negative index law of indices, we have that s raised to the power of -1 is equal to 1 all over what? X. So therefore, 8 raised to the power of -1 is the same thing as 1 all over what? 8. Alright, so 1 all over 8 is the same thing as what? 8 raised to the power of what? -1. 1 all over 8 is the same thing as 8 raised to the power of -1. So I'm going to write 8 raised to the power of -1 here instead of 1 over 8. So this will be 8 raised to the power of -1. Alright, I'll open a bracket and then write what I have there, the power that I have there, which is k plus what? Plus 2. Bracket close, equal to what? 1. So when I multiply this power or open up this bracket, this will be 8 raised to the power of -1 times k will give me minus k, alright? -1 times plus 2 will give me what? -2. Because minus times plus will give us minus. So -1 times plus 2 will give me -2. Equal to what? 1. Alright? So the next thing that I'm going to do now, the next thing that I will do is to convert this one into an index number in such a way that I will have 8 as the base number. Alright? I will convert this one to an index number in such a way that I will have 8 as the base number. Alright, so from the zero index law of indices, you should know that s raised to the power of 0 is equal to what? 1. Alright, from the zero index law of indices. The zero index law of indices states that s raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Alright, in other words, anything raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So 2 raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. 5 raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. 100 raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So therefore, 8 raised to the power of 0 will be equal to 1. Alright, so instead of me to write 1 here, I'm going to write 8 raised to the power of 0, which is the same thing as 1. Alright, so this will be 8 raised to the power of -k minus 2 equal to 8 raised to the power of what? 0. So from here, this 8 will cancel out this 8. Alright, so what will be left? What will be left will be -k, which is this -k minus 2 equal to what? Equal to 0. Equal to 0. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to collect like terms. So this will be -k equal to, when this -2 crosses to the other side of the equation, it will become +2. So that will be 0 plus what? +2. When this -2 crosses, it becomes +2. So this will be -k equal to 0 plus 2 will give us what? 2. So the next thing I'm going to do is to remove this minus sign, because the question says solve for k in the equation. So I'm looking for k, not -k. So to remove this minus sign, I will divide both sides of the equation by -1. Alright, so this will be divided by -1, divided by what? -1. So that this minus sign will cancel out this minus sign. So k divided by 1 will give me what? K equal to 2 divided by -1 will give me -2. This is my value for k. Alright, so the correct answer to this 2022 JAMB question is option C. All right, k is equal to minus 2.